Hi, everybody. So we're coming to the end of August. Tomorrow is September 1st. I wanted to make a video for you for two reasons. First of all, I want to get you excited about the season that's ahead. And for me, it's always, most people focus on the fall equinox and the actual turn of season. For me, it's always the last day of August. Feels like the last day of summer, and then the first day of September feels like the first day of fall to me. And the weather's starting to change here in Southern California where I live. I don't know what's happening where you are, but probably just starting to feel a little bit of the crispness in the air. Let me tell you why this seasonal change is so important, especially because we are in a Mercury retrograde situation right now, okay? And the reason it's so important is summer is a fire season. Summer is action and intensity. Nature is alive. She's blooming everywhere. It's a beautiful season. It's a powerful season. It can be a draining season. And fall brings us from the element of fire to the element of water. If you look at the Lakota medicine wheel, summer is the season of the south, and then in fall we turn to the west. And the west is where we find water. We find Raven lives in the west. Raven is the great messenger. Raven invites us to get very quiet, so start to hear messages from the beyond, hear messages from spirit guides, hear messages from our own higher selves. This is where we connect with Grandmother Ocean, who we know we can release all of our worries and cares and troubles to her, and she can hold it. And so we're moving from an element that burns to an element that flows. And what does that mean? Water is also the element that governs prosperity and flow in our lives. Those times in your life where things just seem like they're easy or easier, that's water at work in your life. In Feng Shui, the element of water is the element of money, wealth, prosperity. And so that's why you always want to have a water element in your house, preferably in the southeast corner, which is the corner in the Bagua map that aligns to wealth. So there's just so many ways and connections, correspondences across all the different traditions, all the different paths that tell us that water is where we have to turn when we need to connect to a level of flow in our life that's going to create ease for us. And I think a lot of us, I'm feeling it in the groups, which is why I made this video for you today, like just a sense that we all need to connect into that flow, into that energy. Energy is a vibration, and I really believe that we can tune in to the frequency or the vibration of anything we want to experience. Almost like turning the dial of a radio. Do you know what I mean? I sound really old when I say that. But, you understand my point. You really can get in touch with what it is that you want to experience, but you have to set the intention for that, and you have to create space for that in your life. Now I'm going to talk to you about stones in this video because I just made a water gem set to put in the shop. Again, it was because I was sensing this need for us to move from fire to water gently now to open that door, especially because Mercury is really messing with our ability to communicate clearly and effectively and gently with each other. But if you notice yourself being agitated right now, like sort of on high alert, I want you to really be aware in those moments, come into present time, roll your shoulders back, and I want you to imagine the element of water. If you love water in the form of the ocean, go there in your mind. If you love water in the form of a beautiful lake, maybe it's near where you live, go there in your mind. If you want to imagine a beautiful bathtub or swimming pool, like whatever version of water conjures relaxation for you, a gorgeous waterfall, I want you to pull up an image of water in your mind, and I want you to connect to that image. And then what you can do is see that image reflected in your own body. Most of our bodies are made up of water. The tides affect us because they literally are elementally connecting us, right? We are water. And so we're meant to flow. We're not meant to hit up against hard edges all the time. We as women, if you're a woman watching this, we represent water and flow in our relationships. This is what our partners come to us requiring and needing from us, is for us to be that soft place to say, I can create ease for us. I can create ease for you. You don't have to be tough all the time. I can wind and wrap myself around you and create this beautiful flow between and among us. So hopefully this is resonating with you. I just want to invite you to this place. And so I'm going to show you these stones, and I'm going to just walk you through a very brief meditation, offer a couple of just journal questions. If you're somebody who loves to journal and write, I am. So I always love it when a teacher gives me some prompts, and so I'm going to give you some as well today. Just a quick 10-minute video here just to get you into a mindful place. I always want you to be thinking when you get up every day, elementally, what's happening right now? What season am I in? What element does that correspond to? What's the moon phase? Today's the new moon. So it's a beautiful time just to be thinking about all of this, new beginnings, and turning the wheel now. We have this new beginning. We have this new lunar phase. We have 2 new moons in September, as you know. So I hope you're going to join me on the 30th for our Black Moon ritual to set intentions for 2017. But there's so much watery new energy in September. I want to harness that with you. And so many of the different paths honor a new beginning between the end of September and the end of October. The Celtic year starts again. The Hebrew year starts again. So a lot of our traditions actually see this time as the time of the new year. I don't think that's, coincidental. So the stones in the water gemstone set that I just created are right here, and I want to walk you through what these are. Gems are a great tool to use to connect to the elements because they represent those energies. So you notice the set is all blue, because blue is the color of water. On the Lakota medicine wheel, the direction of west is black. So you can either see black stones as being water element stones, or you can see blue stones as water element stones. Completely up to you. So the first stone in this set that I chose is blue apatite. Blue apatite is a really good stone for seeing what needs to be seen in your life. That's what the Greeks thought. The Greeks thought that apatite was a truth-telling stone, and so it would tell you when someone was being true to you or being false to you. It is also a stone that helps control appetite, so people do use it for weight loss. But in this case, we're talking about the ability to see clearly in your life what needs to be seen at this time so that you can create a better pathway to flow. Aquamarine absolutely had to be in the set. Beautiful water element stone. This is a mermaid stone, and it truly is, of all the stones in this set, the one that really, in a hallmark way, represents the element of water and flow. It is the birthstone for the month of March, so if you're a Pisces, which is such a true water sign in the astrological world, Pisceans are just the ones who, water is what they are. Water is what they do. My daughter's a Pisces. I can't keep her out of water. So this is a stone that's literally going to manifest water in your life. Labradorite is in this set because we're talking about new beginnings, and we're talking about being able to see what needs to be seen. Labradorite has the water flash within it, and so Labradorite is about seeing a new possibility or new pathway in your life, honoring new beginnings, setting an intention for a new cycle. And again, it partners with blue apatite really nicely because Labradorite allows you to see what needs to be seen, activates your own magic. It's a powerful stone. I put sodalite in this set because I think what you need to do as we move from fire to water and as we cultivate a new sense of calm and connection and surrender in our life, because water is the element of surrender, is we need to let go of fear. A lot of us are afraid. What will happen if I surrender? What will happen if I just go with the flow? The reality is everything good's going to happen. Everything begins with you saying, I surrender. Have you noticed? You know that old saying, you can't push the river? When you're trying to make things happen in your life, what happens? Not much. When you lean back and just let the universe move through your life and stop trying to control and micromanage every detail, what happens? Magic happens. Okay, then the next stone is Chrysocolla. I have these pieces of Chrysocolla in the shop right now that just look like the way you see the ocean from space. It's just like every color of blue and teal and green. They are so stunning. Chrysocolla comes from Peru. It is the stone of the divine feminine. So what that's going to anchor in this set is your ability to be someone who honors the divine feminine within. And then you can create not only that sense of flow and peace for yourself, but you can mirror and echo that out in the world, which I think is really important. It's part of, those of us who see ourselves as healers and empaths and Reiki masters and practitioners and in whatever kind of wellness you practice, it's really our job to represent that and to mirror that flow for other people so that they have something to look to. I'm even wearing aquamarine in my jewelry today. This stone represents me and my 2 kids, a little triangle there. I love triangles and I love aquamarine, so trying to get into that flow myself. And I use adornment that way to get myself into a state of flow. And then I put chalcedony, blue, beautiful blue chalcedony in the set. Chalcedony brings a gentle energy, an ease, a softness, even a sweetness. Chalcedony brings out the sweetness in you and the sweetness in other people. So if you want to experience more sweetness in your relationships and invite just a gentle ease in your communications with others, chalcedony is the best stone to use. Okay. So what I'm going to recommend you do, this set is in the shop today. I don't have a lot of them. It's just a little limited edition offering because I was doing the video and I wanted to talk to you about it. So I'll put the link for the water gemstone set above the video if you'd like to have it and put it at a special price just because I would love for everybody to be able to have stones to work with to honor this energy and bring it in. I want you to roll your shoulders back. Call yourself gently into present time. Take a good deep cleansing breath. And just for this moment, let go of any worries or fears or concerns in your mind. If something's been bothering you or troubling you, keeping you up at night, there's a lot of that energy in the field right now. Just let go of all of that just for a moment. Completely be in this moment. You know, what's the temperature in the room that you're in? How do you feel right now? And touch your hands or touch your stones, things to presence you, to bring you right into this moment. And as you close your eyes, I want you to imagine a beautiful body of water. Maybe it's the ocean in Hawaii, or a beautiful bay or lagoon. Maybe it's the river in Texas where you live. Maybe it's the beautiful Pacific or the beautiful Atlantic Ocean or the Indian Ocean where you are. Maybe it's a beautiful beach that you always go to. Maybe it's a waterfall. Maybe you live in New York near Niagara Falls, or maybe you live in Hawaii near a beautiful magical waterfall there. And I want you to just imagine watching that water flow. And in your mind's eye, I want you to see that water flowing, literally watching it flow, noticing how water doesn't resist. Water flows downstream. Water isn't trying to make things hard for itself. Water is seeking the natural path, and it's going, it's moving. You can't stop it. Water will find its way around any obstacle. And water is so powerful, it can sink ships. It can tumble stones. It is very powerful, and yet it's also very gentle. And that's you. You are very powerful, but also very gentle. You are powerful enough to sink a ship, but you are gentle enough to caress an infant. It's like you have all that strength and all of that gentleness all woven within you too. And so, element of water, the guardians of this beautiful element, we call upon you today to bring ease and flow into our life, to divinely connect us, to receive everything that is already on its way. We're so thankful for the blessings in progress. We let go of fear, we release, we surrender, and we completely just allow everything divine and good and sweet and loving and kind and tender. We allow all of that in today. We just open the floodgates to receive all of the blessings of abundance and beauty and health and joy, just completely letting all of that just flow and flood into our lives. And we receive all of these blessings together, me and everyone who's watching. We receive these blessings with such gratitude, so much gratitude. And if it helps, just even imagine yourself just lying back and just floating on that beautiful body of water that you're watching. When you float in water, have you ever done that when you were a kid? Did you do that? It's like just there were no worries, no cares, just letting your body completely go, surrendering even your own physical weight to the power of the water in your mind. And Grandmother Ocean, we ask that you help us and you support us in this season of releasing and surrender, helping us to get in touch with our deepest emotions, honoring those emotions, releasing any fear, surrendering pain from the past, so that we can move into this season of harvest and then the season of rest with grace. Feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good just to take a minute? Just a minute. It's been 13 minutes, but a few minutes with me just to let it go. Let it go. It's what your soul is calling upon you to do right now. It's the medicine of the season. And so together we say, with grace and gratitude, Amen, Aho, and so it is. And so it is. So, if you would love some beautiful stones honoring this element and this energy, the link is above the video. I hope that these few minutes with me were just a little restorative for you. My intention is to get you in touch with what's happening in the season right now. It is a beautiful turning of the dial, turning of the wheel. And so I want you to welcome in all the blessings that are already on their way. Let go of the struggle. Let go of the strife. Let go of the hard work now. Now it's harvest. Now it's rest. So I honor you. I will see you soon. We're at the new moon now, but I'll see you at the full moon closer toward the end of the month, and then I will see you again on the 30th for our Black Moon ritual together. Water blessings to you. Blessings of flow, ease, and abundance to you today. With love, everybody. Take good care.